Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite commentary, and for today we'll be playing some Cupid in Assault, since that's the god we got, so we should be completely fine. But since we don't have it's not a healer matchup, Cupid has a heal that can be quite effective, so I'm going to max out his heal first, especially early on. It is very effective to go for something with healing, so it's not too bad to pick it up. Definitely something that can be very useful for us to get. I'll just get a lot of cooldown to make sure that I can use as many abilities as I can, and I'm probably just going for a ability based build just with a lot of power and pen, because Cupid works pretty well with it, and if I get a lot of cooldown I can just use my hearts a little bit more, my ultimate, force out a lot of the opponent's abilities, relics, and all the poke they do won't be as effective as the poke we do, since we have some form of regen. Of course you have lifesteal, that's also an option to regen, but since you need minions for it, you have to attack the minions. And as long as you're very low on HP, that's a risk. I mean, if you're close enough to hit the minions, then we'll be close enough to hit you most likely. So that's one of the reasons why it's not too bad to have a healer on your team. There was a time though that Cupid was actually considered a healer, same for Hades, and that was actually terrible. If you were against the Hell and you had like a Cupid or a Hades, they were kind of screwed, because even though they can heal, the amount of heal they can do compared to an Hell was just straight up garbage. There was literally nothing you can really do with that effectively, and it was just not fair. But it is a big advantage to have it on your team, not gonna lie. But looks like they already have made some precautions. They picked up the Brawler's Beatstick on the Kernos. Should be pretty interesting. Quite effective though. I mean, the 2 from Kernos is extremely easy to hit, and it does a decent amount of damage, but it will apply to Brawlers, and that's probably the most important part. Looks like I have my passive stacked up. I can just throw out the hearts. They don't remove it anymore. That's the thing they changed Cupid the last time they changed his abilities. They removed the fact that your passive would go down, all the stacks you've gathered by basic attacking when you have... Ooh, nice combo. And looks like I will be able to pick up first blood. Looks like the Freya wasn't able to get in the air in time. Got hit by my heart bomb and my ultimate. Was a little bit too much damage for her to deal with. Nice. But yeah, the hearts don't remove the passive anymore, so you'll still be able to stun someone with your heart bomb if you have your passive fully stacked, and you'll have that increased damage or healing because of the fully stacked passive. So not too bad at all. Definitely not a bad thing to have. I feel like it's a good change for him. I mean, it's not like the most overpowered change, but it definitely helps out a lot, keeping his sustain going, while still maintaining his ability to stun someone with his 1. Or mess 2 seconds with his ultimate, kind of depends. So yeah, not bad. I like it. I think it's a good change. It's been there for a while now, but I definitely like it. Not sure how that hit the Amaterasu, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Aimed for the Sobek, hit the Amaterasu, fine by me. Looks like he will go for it. Yeah, just in time. And we can return some damage. We won't be able to kill him, I think. Actually, we might be able to kill him. That pillar put him in an awkward spot, and that taunt from the Raijin definitely very powerful. This is, by the way, before the patch, so this is still the old Raijin with his better kit, so to speak. Well, in my opinion. I don't think a lot of people will disagree with me though. They definitely need to change something about the Raijin. I think he's just too weak. I mean, he wasn't played a lot to begin with, but I think now he's just not played at all. Well, people will try him out, of course, with his new kit, but he's just way weaker than he was before. Bit unfortunate. I think he has a pretty interesting kit. His late game potential was insane, and I don't know if it's... I think it's... Well, I'm sure it's weaker than it used to be. The amount of burst you can do is just way lower. But I don't really get it either. It's not like... I mean... I don't know. I feel like a lot of other gods still have that late game burst, and they didn't really change anything about it. They just did the Raijin. I'm not sure why they kinda dealt with him that, well, I don't know. I don't get why they did it. That's just what I'm saying. Well, enough about that. I already talked about it in another video. We'll have to see what they change to make him a little bit better. Maybe they'll revert something or make another adjustment to an ability. Let's see, let's put initial point into my hearts so they will be maxed out. I can put it in my ultimate, wouldn't be too bad either. I don't have bullets, so he will catch up to me. I'll just use my dash to avoid it as much as I can. Looks like Gabois will die though. Nice zoning by the Sobek. That's something that a lot of people underestimate or don't utilize as much. But if you're a frontliner, it's not always about trying to kill someone, blocking someone or whatever. Sometimes when an opponent engages, you're already contributing a lot by just keeping a couple of your opponents at bay, by just keeping them at a distance, making sure that they cannot try to help out the team. And that's something that's sometimes even more powerful than just straight up helping to kill the one that engages. Because if it's a Bacchus, how much damage can a Sobek do to the Bacchus? It's not going to do a lot of damage. But if he can keep us away from that fight, then the entire enemy team will be able to freely hit the Bacchus while we're dealing with that Sobek. I mean, I didn't want to get hit by the Sobek ult because it's a good amount of damage I'll just take. So it's very unlikely for me to just walk up to the opponents as I get targeted by that Sobek ultimate. Maybe I should have. I mean, the damage wouldn't be too insane, but if there is any follow-up by the enemy team, then I can definitely die to it. Nice engagement by the Bacchus. Ultimate will hit multiple targets. Will pick up the Kernanos with my ultimate there. I won't put a point into my ultimate since I just used it. I think I'll level up before that. Able to avoid that ultimate and body block the Amaterasu. Kind of stick to the wall, make sure that I didn't get hit, and it just barely didn't get hit. But I also was behind her, so I was able to body block her before anything else happened. Looks like Susanoo is forced to use his purification beads. Will die to the Freya. But I think we can pick up the Freya once we do. Yeah, we got her. We can go for the tower. I'm not sure if we will be able to get it. But we can definitely try. Box is tanking for a little bit. And we have minions. I don't think Kernos can clear it quick enough. Although, yeah, okay, with that ultimate it's definitely enough. We'll be down though. And with the Brawlers down, we can just heal up with my hearts. So it will take a couple of casts, but still not too bad. I will get more cooldown next time, or well, once I die. I'll get a Hydra's Lament. It's 10% additional cooldown, so it's not too bad. Definitely something that can be useful. Looks like Raijin is in a bit of an awkward spot. Nice damage on the Kernanos. He won't be able to use his dash because of my ultimate. It's not enough to kill him though, but like I said, since they don't have a healer or some way to heal safely, it is always better if even if we trade equally. As for we take as much damage as they do, we're still ahead because we can just heal up with my hearts. Not as effectively though, as I would have liked it. Still better than a heal match, I guess. Need to avoid the Freya for a bit. Had to dash. I don't want to die. I'm too young. Ooh, that was close. Amaterasu barely missed me with her too, and I was able to or Aegis the Freya ultimate. Nothing I can do about the Raijin dying though. They are so tanky. I definitely need some penetration. I definitely need Titan's Bane if I want to hit anything on these guys. Maybe Kins too. The Sobek and Amaterasu are very tanky for me at the moment. To be fair, I only have the Jotuns, so if they have any defense at all, won't do as much damage. That combo though. They have a pretty good combo to lock someone down. Root into pull, into knockback, into maybe a stun from the Amaterasu. There's just a lot they can combo with. Ooh, nice. I don't think it wasn't the stun on the Freya. Still some decent damage. Nice knockup by the Habuado. Be a little bit careful. I do need to die at some point, since I do have a good amount of gold. 4k gold allows me to buy my boots and finish my Hydra's Lament. And still get something else, or start something else. Probably Titan's Bane. Maybe some healing reduction. They do have some healing, of course. Freya has built-in lifesteal. Kurnos will probably build Lifesteal. Habwa might have Bancrofts. Sobek has healing of his own. Amaterasu has healing of her own. And I'm not sure how many meditations they have. But if they have meditations and they pick up a Bracer, then it's definitely going to be a lot of healing. We kind of need to counter. Well, let's grab some healing again. And we will be close to full. Hitting the Amaterasu with the Swift Hard Bomb. But it doesn't do any damage at all. Aw, I thought he would go for it again. Last time he did. So that means that he is aware that I am aware he's going for that. Otherwise he would have tried it. Like last time. He would have dashed past me. So he's been more patient. That's a good thing for him. Kind of annoying for us. Because that means that if I use my dash and he'll still have his up. If he grabs me, I'm basically screwed. It's fine though. Looks like they are zoning quite well. That knockup actually saved me. That hop one knockup saved my ass there. Freya will be CC'd for a little bit. I missed my hard bomb. Yeah, I definitely die here. They did use a couple of ultimates on me. Amaterasu ultimate was used solely on me. As well as Sobek ultimate if I'm not mistaken. And Kurnos ultimate came flying at me at the end. So a couple of ultimates. Not sure if anyone else got hit by those. But that's definitely a lot of commitment to try and kill me. I can understand why though. If I survive, I can just heal up. Looks like I also have done most damage of our team. So, able to just contribute a lot to these fights. I mean, poking them a little bit. Trying to set things up with my ultimate. Healing up my team. Just a lot of things I can do. Look like Bacchus is in a bit of a rough spot. Should be fine. Yeah, he's fine. He does have a lot of health though. But I can definitely try and heal him up as I get back. I did pick up Purification Beads. I think I'm better off going for Puri since they have a good amount of CCs. Rather than going for some healing. Because they have anti-heal. We have healing that we can use with my hearts. I don't feel like going for more than that. Not a lot of healing out of my 2 though. Raijin was already fully healed. But it can still regen some mana for me. So if we don't have any mana regen alive at the moment. Because of, for instance, the... oh, that's good damage. Come on. Oh, I missed the basic. If I hit that basic, Kurnos would have died. But it looks like we will be able to pick up the Freya, which is good. And I can definitely try to finish them off. Ah, they're so fast. That aura from Amaterasu. Okay, that was more damage than expected. Kind of face tanked everything there. Bad play on my part. I really thought I was able to chase them down, but with Amaterasu aura, they have increased movement speed, so they were able to get enough distance from me. Hawaii uses Cupid to increase his odds too. Just a little bit too much for me to chase them down. They were quite low on HP, but a little bit too greedy on my part, just straight up dashing into my own death. I mean, I got ulted and knocked up into that mirror from Amaterasu, and it was just... It was a nice combo, not gonna lie, but it was just very, very unfortunate on my part. Should have been a little bit more careful. Raijin probably will die here. If Sobek, yeah, gets one of his abilities back, Raijin will die. Should be fine though. I'll go for Shifters next. Since they have pretty tanky front line with the Sobek and Amaterasu, I can kind of reduce that damage a little bit with Shifters. And just get a lot of power myself. As long as I'm above 50%, which shouldn't be too difficult if I play it right. Since I can heal myself. It's not too bad. The final item probably is going to be Kins. Definitely not. Well, I guess they use their ultimate. But yeah, my final item going for Kins. Probably not the worst item to get. That does no damage to that Amaterasu. Of course they have some healing, but... Sobek Habwa might go for his ultimate if he has it. Looks like he will fall down. Need to be a little bit careful. He's barely out of range. He still continues to chase me. Come on. I can use my Aegis if I need to. But looks like I won't be able... Or I did use it. Sobek would have gone for his ultimate. No doubt about it. It would have killed me. The Raijin damage was just a little bit more than I expected. He was able to finish him off. But meanwhile, Bacchus is having some fun on his own. Able to just proxy farm a little bit. They won't have an easy time killing the Phoenix. Since they... Well, they do have Kurnonos. As long as we can keep Kurnos a bit away from it, I think we should be fine. Freya doesn't have a lot of damage on the Phoenix. And without minions, they won't hit hard at all. Let's just get those healing things going. Hit the bomb on the hub wall. Will do some damage. Looks like that will be enough for our Susanoo to finish off that hub wall. Okay, that's good. Bach is still alive. Still proxy farming. They just completely ignored him. On one hand, I can understand why they ignored him, but the fact that he can stop the entire minions wave from coming kind of screws them over too, because they won't be able to get the Phoenix without it. Not with a couple of us alive, like was the case. I was alive, Raijin was alive. Just a little bit too much. And I think we can get the Phoenix now. We have minions. I mean, I do about 100 per basic attack. Let's go for the Phoenix. I think it's more important. Prevent him from dashing. Nice thorns. You can actually run out of it completely, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I will be able to do a good amount of damage, healing up the opponents, healing up my team, and able to just back off a little bit. Since they are all back alive, everyone is still alive. Sobek was quite close to dying there, but looks like they will be able to get a lot of things going. Damn it, I got hit by that. I thought I was out of range. Not close enough though. I need to get out. Meanwhile, Bacchus at their Titan. This is a bad spot to be in though. If they're able to chase me down. Oh, that hit me. I can't believe it. Stunning the Freya. I won't be able... this will be very difficult. Bacchus is meanwhile at their Titan, keeping one of them occupied at least, but I'm not sure if I can defend... I don't think I... Yeah, I cannot defend this. I can try though. But I think it's better for me to survive than trying to defend the Phoenix. I can definitely try it though. Well, we will be able to pick up the Amaterasu. They were able to get the Phoenix though, which is kind of unfortunate. Need to try and avoid the Freya as much as I can. It's not enough. She just does too much damage. This is also with the old Hastenet. I'm not sure how good Freya is at the moment with the new Hastenet ring. I'm very curious to try it out. I think she can be pretty good. But we'll have to see about it. Also, at the time you're seeing this, I am off on a holiday. I'll be gone for a week, then I'll be back for a week again, and then I'll be gone for 3 weeks again. So there won't be too many videos, but it's already been quite low on the amount of videos, and that's just completely my bad. Just haven't been giving myself enough time. Oh, this might be very close. If Bacchus can keep the Hobwa away, I think we still have an opportunity to win this. Will be very close though. Kind of depends. If he can... Looks like he will be able to get them off. If we can kill them all here, we might have an opportunity to win of our own. The Titan is very low on HP though, so we do need to be a little bit careful. Oh, I missed the hard one. I do have my dash shortly. Looks like I will be able to hit the Kurnonos. Aegis will prevent him from dying or taking any damage though. He would have died if he didn't, otherwise the hard one would have been guaranteed. Oh, I need to be careful. Get out of range of that Sobek ultimate. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, they just finish off the Titan. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure how we could have prevented that. I think I should have gone for Kins instead of the Shifters. Shifters does provide me a lot of power, but because their front line is pretty powerful, or very tanky to be honest, I think Kins would have allowed me to do more damage to them. Also a little bit more attack speed, which is not too bad. I think that could have turned out better. Good amount of damage though, 21k. And the healing, look at that healing, 11k healing. I was able to heal a lot because I have so much cooldown reduction and just spammed my hearts. But it wasn't enough for us to win this. Yeah, to be honest, just well played by our opponents. When they got the Phoenix, they were able to survive long enough and kept surviving even with the low amount of HP they had, and with that, unfortunately, we're able to pick up the win. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Been a while since I had Cupid in Assault, so I figured why not show him off a little bit. Still a very good god to get. I mean, you saw how much healing I was able to do. and some decent ults. Not bad at all. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.